What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have another building Jedha in Lego update. Obviously we took a week break from last week. We worked on building the ATST model that I've been telling you guys about, and for lack of a better term, I'm very upset with it. I knew I was getting a model that wasn't playable. I knew it wasn't going to be like a Lego set, but this thing cannot stand on its own. You can see it right here. It looks beautiful right in the arch. It looks great, but obviously I'm going to be diving into more of why this model is not good and why I won't be using it in Endor. But of course, before we go ahead and get started, guys, make sure you subscribe down below if you guys haven't already, as well as follow me on all my socials. Now, this video is sponsored by The Brick Destination. It's my own brand new eBay store. Today is the official launch day. I've been listing a bunch of new items like custom AV figure decal 332nd troopers, phase 1 realistic and animated troopers, as well as some pretty cool auctions starting at $1, like this giant turbo tank, only for $1 at the auction. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, follow the eBay store. I'll leave a link down below in the description. Also follow me at the new account on Instagram, The Brick Destination. But now back to Jedha. The ATST was a pain, and I'm being entirely honest here. I am going to ask around if there's any way I can modify it or so to have it stand up on its own, but I'm not going to waste any more time. Probably a shorter update today. We'll just jump into it. So this ATST right here is quite literally the most amazing and most awful thing in my experience. Now, when I first started building the ATST, and when I was deciding on a model to build, I knew this was going to be not the most stable. I know Jalen has it as well, and he did warn me saying it would wobble and stuff like that, but I did not know this thing would be unable to stand on its own 2 feet. I think I've tried setting this up without the trans-clear bricks maybe 3 dozen times, and out of those 36 times, only twice has it been able to stand by itself. And even when it does, it like sags so low. The ATST is supposed to be standing higher than usual, so when it does stand by itself, it does just so sit really low and looks really weird. So like I said, I'm very upset with this model overall. I will not be using this in Endor, but just to show you guys the connections here, you guys can see this one ball joint right there. That is the only connection that is holding the legs and the rest of the body together. Not to mention, I've actually had to take off a whole bunch of parts. There used to be parts that go under the head right here that would be like sort of cool details, but they're just not secured at all, and every time I move it, it falls over. Now, like I said, it's a mock. It's not a set. I didn't expect this to be playable. I did expect it to be more of a display piece than anything really, but I mean, I just cannot get this thing to stand up by itself for more than 5 minutes, and even when I do, it just looks really weird. So I gotta figure out a way to have this standing on its own 2 feet without the bricks for when Jedha is done, because it looks ugly. It's just such an eyesore seeing that entire thing. So if you guys have any ideas of what I could do other than like modifying the actual set, because I don't know how I would do that, let me know. Maybe if that's like tying some string and looping it over the arch. I honestly don't even know, but that's sort of that. I did actually have to change the arch a little bit because the ATST was a little bit higher than I expected, so I did spend a good couple of minutes, maybe like a half hour, taking off, moving the whole second of the arch over to the other side and rearranging the top so it has a little bit more breathing room on top of the head right there. I also did expand the back section a little bit more. We moved this house back. That way we have a little bit more room to mess around with that last and final 2-story building. So that's what it's looking like so far. I think we're definitely nearing the end of the build series, probably maybe about 1 or 2 more episodes left. I'm just upset at the ATST. Like I said, it's amazing. You guys can see all the beautiful details. It's the most, in my opinion, subjectively, aesthetically pleasing ATST model there is, but it can't stand. So in my opinion, what's the point of having it if it needs help to stand? I'm going to ask Jalen if he did anything to modify it, because I'm sure he can come up with something to help me make this more sturdy. But other than that, I do think the mock is coming along great, which is nice. Like I said, we're going to have one more building right there, and then it's gonna be like 2 stories. The first floor is gonna be tan, the second floor is gonna be red, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's a nice little overview of the mock. Thank you guys for tuning in for this update of building Jedha. Like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy. Peace.